going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it for Frazier.
Hunterdon to the end zone. What a catch! McCartan touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it for Frazier.
Hunterdon to the end zone. What a catch! McCartan touchdown.
he's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it for Cranford.
Turning to the end zone. What a catch. McKayton, touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
Welcome to Memorial Field here in Cranford, New Jersey, as we get set for some Monday afternoon baseball on the D1 Media Pro page of the National Federation of High School Sports. Today, it's the Lions of North Hunterdon. They're on the road to face the Cranford Cougars. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kevin Connolly. Should be a great game on hand here today between an undefeated Cranford team and a North Hunterdon team that's posting a 5-1 record on the season. Start first with the visiting Lions here of North Hunterdon, and they're on a remarkable turnaround from a year ago. Mentioned that 5-1 record. Last year were well under 500 with just a 9-19 mark, but things have turned around here today under head coach Derek Yoakum. This is a 5-1 team. Last time out, a 13-8 win on the road against Voorhees. Their only loss came on the road in the fourth game of the season against Somerville, which was a 2-1 deficit for the Lions. Flip around to this Cranford Cougar team. Lost a lot of talent from a year ago, but have not lost a stride yet with a perfect 7-0 record. All those games were in league play. This is their first out-of-league game so far this season. They'll go back into 2 league games for the rest of the week, and then on Sunday they'll play another out-of-league game in a neutral site contest against Bayonne. Should be a good one on hand. We'll be back with starting lineups and a whole lot more here from Cranford as we're just moments away from first pitch. Welcome back here to Memorial Field. Cranford just about set to take the field here as they'll battle North Hunterdon here on a Monday afternoon. And it has turned into a picture-perfect day. Had some rain and heavy fog earlier this morning and into the early stages of the afternoon, but skies have cleared. Winds have picked up, however. It is swirling, though, right now, currently blowing from right to left, but temperatures in the mid-60s. Sun is out, and it is a really nice day for baseball here in northern New Jersey. Let's take a look at the starting lineup today for the visiting Lions of North Hunterdon. Wyatt DeMeo will lead off and play center field. Batting second is the third baseman Chris Sand. Tyler Anderson bats third and plays shortstop. Cleaning up is the designated hitter Alex Famolari. Batting fifth, the first baseman Eddie Apolina. Alex Turner bats sixth and plays right field. Nick Hernandez will bat seventh and play left. Batting eighth is the catcher Max Delia, and Jesse Lance rounds out the order, and he plays second base. That starting lineup will go against Ben Monahan today on the mound for Cranford, and here's how they will line up behind him. It'll be Dennis McCaffrey, Jake Carter, and Sean Riley in the outfield from left to right. Around the infield from third to first, it's Ryan Jarrow, Shea Grady, Braden Fry, and Ryan Carasino, while Sebastian Morales does the catching today for Ben Monahan. Cranford looking to improve to 8-0 on the season. Big game in terms of the power points that are at stake. Never too early to look at the power points and how they will play a factor in the state tournament at the end of the season. But this game certainly should have big PowerPoint implications for whoever wins this game. Ben Monahan finishing his warm-up tosses, and They're just about set to get this one underway between North Hunterdon and Cranford. Cranford dominant so far in Union County. All 7 of their victories coming in the league. A couple of out-of-conference matchups for the Cougars here this week. The one today, I told you on Sunday, they will play Bayonne. Game at Weehawken Stadium, 6 p.m. Watch it live right here on D1 Media Pro, part of the Autism Awareness Challenge throughout the state of New Jersey. So that's 6 p.m. on Sunday at Weehawken Stadium on top of the Lincoln Tunnel. And Monahan has finished his warm-up tosses. Wyatt DeMeo digs into the batter's box. And the first pitch in there for a called strike. And we are underway at 4:05 here in Cranford. Oh, one missed outside, 1-1. Fouled back at the plate, and the count's 1-2. Upstairs, and the count's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One hit in the air down the right field line. Riley, the right fielder, and first baseman Carasino give it a look, and it goes out of play, finds the seats. Count stays at 2-2. Monahan set. Chopper on the ground to third. Jaros charges, throws across his body. It's in time, and there's one away. So Wyatt DeMeo retired as the leadoff batter, and Chris Sand digs in. First pitch Sand sees, tapped right back to the mound. Monahan makes the play. He'll step and throw, and 2 outs. So Sand retired on 1 pitch as Monahan showing his athleticism, fielding his own position, and he'll bring up the shortstop, Tyler Anderson. So Anderson trying to get something going for North Hunterdon here in this first inning. See if he's a little bit more patient at the plate than Sand was. First pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Waved at and missed. Monahan, one of the top-of-the-line starters for Cranford this season. Coming off a victory on Friday against Union. Called strike, and the count's 1-2. Monahan looking for a 1-2-3. Top half of the first inning, 1-2. Pitch spoiled and fouled off. And we'll have another. Monahan ready with his 1-2 offering yet again, and it's downstairs. And the count's drawn even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for North Hunterdon here in the top half of the first inning. Monahan delivers, and that one right back up the middle, past the diving Grady at short into center field for a base hit. So a 2-strike, 2-out single out of the 3-hole from Tyler Anderson, and it keeps the inning alive for North Hunterdon. brings up the designated hitter, Alex Famolari. Sends Monahan to the stretch and a check on the runner over there at first, but back in safely is Anderson. First pitch swinging. That one's lined into right field. It's a base hit. Riley to play it. On his way to third is Anderson. Back-to-back singles for North Hunterdon, and they have runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the first. So now it brings up Eddie Apollina with a chance to do some damage here in the first for North Hunterdon after it looked like they were going to go quietly 1-2-3 here in this top half. Anderson at third. Famolari at first. Apollina at the dish. Monahan all of a sudden finds himself in some trouble. North Hunterdon aggressive coming into the batter's box. Fouled off at the plate by Apollina, 0-1. Tap slowly to third. Jaros charges, fields and throws, and 2 nice plays over there at the hot corner on slow rollers from Ryan Jaros. And it gets Cranford out of the threat here in the first. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for North Hunterdon. Cranford coming to bat after this. Cranford gets out of a jam in the top half of the first inning, and they'll come to bat here in the home half. Let's take a look at their starting lineup here today. Jake Carter leads off and plays center field. Batting second is the third baseman Ryan Jaros. Shea Grady is the shortstop. He bats third. Batting fourth, Dennis McCaffrey in left field. 5-hole hitters, the right fielder Sean Riley. Sebastian Morales bats sixth and does the catching. Ryan Carasino bats seventh and plays first base. Braden Fry bats eighth and plays second. And it's the pitcher, Ben Monahan, who rounds out the order today for Cranford. They will face North Hunterdon starter Mike Seifert. Seifert trying to stifle this Cranford offense. And here's how North Hunterdon will line up behind him here today. In the outfield from left to right, it's Hernandez, DeMayo, and Turner. Sand, Anderson, Lance, and Apollina in the infield. And the battery mate for Mike Seifert on the mound today is Max Delia. So Seifert has finished his warm-up tosses, and Jake Carter set to take his spot in the batter's box. A couple of 2-out singles from North Hunterdon in that first inning, but could not make anything of it. First pitch, check swing. There's the appeal down to first. Didn't go, so ball one. Was close there by Carter, starting him off with a breaking ball low and away, and then comes back with a fastball and hits it on the ground to short. Anderson, and 1 out. Carter retired on a pair of pitches, and in steps the third baseman Ryan Jaros. Made a couple of nice plays in the field in that first inning. A couple of slow rollers up the third baseline, especially the one on that third out with runners at the corners. A lot of pressure on that field and throw unless a run would score. Jaros starts off with the first pitch downstairs, 1-0. That one on the ground to short as well. Anderson some early work, wide throw, and able to hold the bag is Apollina, and 2 outs just like that. So now Shea Grady with a chance to try and prevent a very quick 1-2-3 inning. 4 pitches resulting in 2 outs for Seifert. First pitch misses inside, 1-0. So he's only needed 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs, but he started each of the first 3 hitters of this game now, 1-0. And now the count goes 1-1. Late strike call on a breaking ball in the outside corner. That one into left field. It's going to drop down for a base hit. Cut off at the line, and holding Grady to a single is Hernandez. But a 2-out single for Shea Grady keeps the line moving for Cranford. Well, both teams putting together 2-out singles to keep their first inning alive as Dennis McCaffrey will dig in. Runners going, ball goes to the backstop, and sliding into second with the stolen bag is Grady. Called strike on McCaffrey. Seifert throwing a lot of those breaking balls to the outside part of the plate and getting the call here early on. Counts 1-1. Big lead over at second there for Shea Grady. McCaffrey on the ground to third, past the diving Smith and into left field. Hernandez was playing shallow, and the speed of Grady has to put the brakes on there at third base. But back-to-back singles for Cranford, and with 2 outs, they'll have runners at the corners, and Sean Riley stepping into the batter's box. So can Riley come through with 2 outs and 2 on here for Cranford? Seifert a long pause on the mound as he's looking at the runners. Riley not calling time, and now he will. Runner goes from first. It's a pitch out. The throw down to second is not in time. So runners at second and third, and a 1-0 count on Sean Riley. Riley again squares the bunt with 2 outs. This time pulls back and takes a strike. So the count 1-1 on the Cranford right fielder. Again, the bunt up the third base line, but a foul ball, and the count's 1-2. Riley committed to trying to get that bunt down, despite there being 2 outs. And now you'd imagine the bunt play will be off with 2 strikes. McCaffrey on second, Grady on third. Infield back for North Hunterdon. Riley at the plate, 1-2 pitch, outside, and the count's even at 2-2. Mike Seifert looking to get out of a jam here in the first inning and match the 0 of Ben Monahan. 2-2 pitch, got him with an off-speed on the outside corner, and Riley swung through it. Couple of hits for Cranford here in the first inning, but nothing to show of it. Off to the second, deadlocked at 0 between the Lions and the Cougars. Top of the second inning, both teams with 2 hits apiece in that first, but nothing to show of it. It'll be Alex Turner to lead things off here in the second for North Hunterdon, and the first pitch he sees is in there for a called strike. Ben Monahan able to work around, giving up 2 two-out singles. Misses downstairs, 1-1. Tyler Anderson, who had the first hit of the game for North Hunterdon, he hit one right back up the middle. Misses downstairs as well, and Alex Famolari lined one right down the line and right. Outs that were recorded were soft contact outs, as that one is sharply hit the second. Fry is there, and there's one away. So it brings up the left fielder, Nick Hernandez, and Hernandez heads up play in the outfield, charging a slow roller through the left side, prevented Shea Grady from scoring from second as he takes the first pitch called strike. Ball goes to the backstop and gets away, 1-1. Fouled straight back to the screen. Good swing by Hernandez. But the count 1-2. Monahan set, kicks and fires, 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, another chopper to third. This one off the glove of Jaros. Grady will just eat it there. We'll see how they rule it, but it'll be one out and a runner on for North Hunterdon here in the second.
Now batting number 11, Max Ilya.
Jaros tried to pick his hop off the turf and got an in-betweener. Hernandez with good speed. Would have been tough to get him, but strong arm of Jaros, you'd think they would have had the play. So be an E5. And first pitch upstairs, 1-0. Max Delia, the catcher, digs in. 8-hole batter for North Hunterdon. Runner bluffs like he's going. Delia tries to bunt. Bunts it foul. Keep an eye now on Hernandez over there at first. Told you he's got good speed. Bluffed like he was going on that Delia bunt. Monahan looks at him, comes set. There goes the runner. Pitch cut on and missed. Throw down to second. They got him. Strong throw behind the dish from Sebastian Morales. And now Cranford a strike away from getting out of the inning. So Monahan back out of the windup. Delia with 2 strikes on him. Monahan looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He'll kick and fire on the pitch, and he misses inside. One-two. In the air, left field. McCaffrey gliding over. He's got room, and he puts it away for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and because of the caught stealing, nobody left on base. Go to the home half of the second. Still scoreless. It's from Cranford and North Hunterdon. Bottom of the second inning here in Cranford. Scoreless between North Hunterdon and the Cougars. It'll be Sebastian Morales who will lead things off. He had that caught stealing in the top half of the frame to erase an error in the infield for the Cougars. Mike Seifert able to work out of some trouble as that pitch up and in, and it runs inside on Morales. Cranford had 2 two-out singles in that first inning. They got runners on second and third because of a couple of stolen bases as well, but Sean Riley struck out and left those runners stranded. North Hunterdon 5-1, Cranford 7-0. Called strike, and it's 2-1 on a borderline pitch, low and inside. Two one again, runs inside. Count now 3-1 on the Cranford catcher. Three one. That's downstairs. Ball four. Leadoff man on for Cranford in the second.
Now batting the first baseman, number 21, Ryan Carasino.
Brings up Ryan Carasino, who will bat, and will also get a courtesy runner over at first base for the catcher, Morales. Check on the runner over there at first, which is Matt Chapman. Chapman goes, squaring to bunt, is Carasino. Throw down to second, and unable to squeeze the ball in his glove was Lance, and it's a stolen base for the Cranford pitcher, who also is used as a courtesy runner. So runner in scoring position with nobody out for Cranford. North Hunterdon not guarding against the bunt over there at third with Sand. Pitch off speed pitch, well out in front as that ball is driven foul by Carasino. Went yard in Cranford's win over Union on Friday. Sent one out here to left field. Chose to power off with that foul ball, but he was well out in front and sent it foul. And he fishes at that one in the dirt. Throw down to first in time. Heading down to third is Chapman, and the ball gets away, and he'll come in to score on the throwing error. Cranford puts the pressure on the North Hunterdon defense, and it comes back to backfire against the Lions, and the Cougars have a 1-0 lead. Brings up Braden Fry, now with one out and one in for Cranford on the North Hunterdon error. Goes as a throwing error on the first baseman, Apollina. First pitch called strike, top of the zone, 0-1. 1-0 Cranford on a walk. Stolen base. Advancement to third on a drop third strike. And then a throwing error. In the air, right center field. It'll be the center fielder who cuts over in DeMeo and calls off Turner, and there's two outs. Now it's the pitcher, Ben Monahan, a chance to help his own cause out there for Cranford. His team has sported him a run here in the second inning. First pitch to him, up and in, 1-0. There's a called strike, a nice breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Another nice pitch on the inside corner. Count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 in for Cranford on the throwing error. Outside, Monahan will see at least another pitch as the count's even at 2-2. That one popped foul and out of play on the first base side, so we'll do it again at 2-2. Again, Seifert's 2-2, and it's up and in, and the count's full now on Monahan, 3-2. Seifert out of the windup. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, and Ben Monahan on with a walk. Back to the top of the order in Jake Carter. Monahan will run for himself, despite being the pitcher over there at first base. Carter grounded out to short in the last half inning for Cranford. Check on Monahan over there at first, but he dives back in safely with a minimal lead. Another check on Monahan at first base, but again he's in there safely. Seifert paying a lot of attention to these Cranford base runners as they always try and keep the pressure on. Monahan not going. Carter bunts up the third baseline. It's a good one. Seifert off the mound. His throw over to first is in time. They got Carter by a step, and he can't believe it as he tried to bunt his way aboard here in the second inning. 2 in the books, a run on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on for Cranford. Go to the third, 1-0 Cougars.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
Come on, Ray! Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there! Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
Go to the third inning here in Cranford. It's a 1-0 lead for the Cougars. They score on a throwing error in the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be 9-1-2 for North Hunterdon here in the third. Jesse Lance will get us started. Takes first pitch fastball. That's in there for a called strike. North Hunterdon got 1 on in the second on the error, but quickly shut down was Nick Hernandez on the caught stealing. Lance takes that one downstairs, and it's 1-1. Fastball at the knees, a strike, 1-2. That one hit in the air, center field. Carter coming back, battles the wind, which is blowing in as of right now, and makes the play for the first out. Back to the top of the order, and Wyatt DeMeo, slow roller to third to lead this game off, that Jaros was able to field and throw across his body. First pitch to him here is a called strike at the letters. Count quickly, 0-2. Got him on a breaking ball in the dirt. Morales puts the tag up. 2 outs here in the third. Chris Sand hit a chopper back to Morales, or check that, Monahan. Swings at the first pitch, again back to the mound. Monahan fields, has to get his footing, but he has time and makes the strong throw over to first. 1-2-3 inning on the mound for Cranford. Off to the bottom of the third. Cougars in front by a run.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Go to the bottom of the third. Cranford still with a 1-0 lead. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 to lead off after Jake Carter was cut down on a nice play on the mound by Seifert, trying to bunt his way aboard with 2 outs in that second. Jaros grounded out to shortstop his first time up. And there's a 55-pitch fastball, 1-0. Outfield deep for the big swing on Jaros. That runs inside on him, and it's 2-0. Jaros in the air to right, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1. Seifert on the 2-1 pitch. Jaros off the end of the bat. Out to second base. Lands a nice play on the short hop. Throws over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the third. It's a nice play out there by Lance, backpedaling on the hot hit ball from Jaros. Was able to keep it in front of him and throw over to first in plenty of time as Shea Grady had a 2-out single to left field his first time up. And he's fooled by a breaking ball way out in front, 0-1. Pitch missed, 1-1. Another breaking ball. This time it clips the inside corner, and it's 1-2. That one ripped and back into left field for a base hit. Hernandez charges to cut it off quickly. Second hit into left field today for Shea Grady. So Dennis McCaffrey digs in. McCaffrey also with a single in that first inning, his only other time up. Got to keep an eye on Grady. He's already stolen one base in this game. He's going here. It's a pitch out that can't be handled behind the dish by Delia. Grady slides into second with another stolen bag. Runner in scoring position for Cranford with 1 out. McCaffrey fouls that one back over the screen, 1-1. Taking off is Grady again for third. Throw down, not in time. Ball beat him, but the throw was just high. Grady with a head-first slide, able to beat the tag, and now he's at 90 feet away. Third stolen base today for Shea Grady. Infield's going to stay back for North Hunterdon. Sand will play even with the bag at third as McCaffrey lofts that one foul out of play on the first base side. Out in front of the fastball was McCaffrey. He goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away. So now it's left up to Sean Riley. Riley struck out with runners at second and third and 2 outs in the first inning. Comes up with 2 outs and a runner on third here in the third. Cranford trying to push their second run of the game across. And Riley check swing on the first pitch, but it'll roll up the first baseline foul. Riley now goes to have a word with head coach Dennis McCaffrey, who coaches first base for Cranford. McCaffrey trying to settle down his right fielder, have him do a job here in this third inning. Seifert steps off. Called strike, and it's 0-2 on Riley. Grady on third. Riley trying to drive him in. 0-2, pitch missed outside. Big secondary lead up the third base line for Shea Grady, who's stolen 3 bases already today. That one lined into center field. On comes Hernandez right there to make the play. Riley hit it hard, but right at Hernandez in left as Cranford strands a runner at third base. Off to the fourth, 1-0. The Cougars lead.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field. Going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here at Miller. Pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning.
Off to the fourth inning we go. Tyler Anderson leads off for North Hunterdon. Takes the first pitch downstairs. 1-0 Cranford as we begin this fourth inning. Anderson singled in his only other at-bat so far in the first inning. And he's ahead in the count 2-0 here. Anderson, Familari, and Apollina to bat for the Lions here against Ben Monahan. And the count's 3-0 on the North Hunterdon shortstop. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Monahan has faced the minimum in the last 2 innings. He's only struck out 1 batter so far here today, but it's a full count now on Anderson. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Anderson on with a leadoff walk.
Now batting number 22, Alex Familari.
Bring up Alex Familari. Also singled with 2 outs in that first inning. Takes first pitch fastball for a called strike. Fouled back behind the screen, quickly 0-2 on the cleanup hitter for North Hunterdon. Again, fouled off over the screen. 1-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. Leadoff man on for North Hunterdon. Monahan, check on Anderson over there at first, back in safely. Again, the 0-2. Able to jump out of the way was Famolari. 1-2. On the ground to second base. They'll go to second for 1. Back on to first, not in time. So fielder's choice for Famolari, and there's 1 away. Brings up Eddie Apollina as Anderson retired. Apollina, slow roller to third in that first inning with runners at the corners. Ended the threat. Back to the screen, 0-1. Another check over there at first base. That play a little bit closer. Monahan showing his good move. Third time check over. Still nothing doing over there for Famolari. Monahan now delivers to the plate, and it's outside, and the count's 1-1. Change up out in front, 1-2. Monahan set, and one more check over. Famolari again back safely. Another off-speed pitch. Apollina was out in front, but just got a piece to stay alive. Count still 1-2 with 1 out and 1 on here in the 4th inning. Cranford a 1-0 lead. Fastball just nearly missed. Count even, 2-2. Time called at the plate. Ahead of this 2-2 pitch. 2-2. Chopped on the ground to second. This could be two. There's one on to first. There's two. 4-6-3 double play. And Cranford gets out of the inning facing the minimum once again. Off to the bottom of the fourth. Cougars still in front by a run. Go to the fourth inning here in Cranford. Cougars leading by a run. Sebastian Morales will lead off for Cranford. He led off the second inning with a walk, and then Matt Chapman came on to run for him and scored the game's only run to this point. First pitch of his second at-bat starts him off with an off-speed pitch, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. Another breaking ball, called strike, 0-2. Just missed. Pitch downstairs, 1-2 on the Cranford catcher. Morales, Carasino, and Fry to hit here in the fourth for the Cougars. They left a man at third in the third after scoring a run in the second, as that one is hit in the air to right field. Turner near the line coming in, and he can't make the play. Off of his glove on his way to second, and stopping right there is Morales, so he's going to reach on the two-base error. Second error of the game on North Hunterdon. And Turner going towards the line, and he just couldn't make the play. It was off of his glove. Chapman comes on to run at second base, and Cranford threatening again here in the fourth. So in steps Carasino, struck out in his other at-bat today. First pitch, another breaking ball. That's outside, 1-0. Called strike, 1-1. Carasino's got power to hit it out here to left. In the dirt, Chapman chased back as Delia was able to keep it in front of him. Big swing there from Carasino. Got on top of it and fouled it back to the screen. Counts now 2-2. Nobody out here in the fourth inning. Cranford leading by a run. Runner goes. Pitch is hit in the air. Left center field and hit well. It's Hernandez who cuts over to make the play. Chapman hustling back to second. And the ball comes in the infield and it has to be cut off. So Chapman able to get back there to the bag. And first out is recorded by Hernandez in left. So Braden Fry flew out to center field. His first time up will dig in. First pitch to Fry. Again with the breaking ball. That's a called strike. Fry squares to bunt, drops it down, right up the third baseline. Delia has to go to first. Out is recorded. Heading down to third on the play is Chapman. And another runner 90 feet away with 2 outs here for Cranford. Leaves it up to Ben Monahan, who walked his first time up. Chance to help his own cause out there on the mound and give himself another insurance run. Cranford left runners at second and third in the first, left a runner at first in the second, and a runner at third in the third, trying to avoid leaving a runner on here in the fourth. First pitch to Monahan. Two and out. Look out. Monahan ducks out of the way. Count 3-0. Monahan takes all the way. Called strike on the 3-0 pitch. Count now 3-1. Leadoff man Jake Carter on deck. Outside, ball 4. Runners are at the corners as the leadoff man and Carter will dig in. Second time Monahan's walked today. Carter 0 for 2, grounded out to short and then tried to bunt his way aboard with 2 outs in the second. And Seifert made a really nice play coming off the mound as we get a mound visit here for North Hunterdon. They have 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They trail by a run, but Cranford threatening again with runners at the corners. Cougars have left at least 1 man on in each of the first 3 innings. So the meeting gets broken up, and Jake Carter will get set to dig in. Runners at first and third with 2 outs here in the 4th. First pitch to him, called strike at the letters, 0-1. On the ground, back up the middle, through into center field for a base hit. Carter comes through, throw back behind the runner at second, but Monahan able to get back in safely. But it's an RBI single for Jake Carter, and it's now 2-0 Cranford. And they'll bring up Ryan Jaros with a chance to do some more damage for the Cougars here in the 4th. Jaros 0 for 2 today. Ground out up the middle, 1 to short, 1 to second. Starts him off with a breaking ball strike, 0-1. Outside, ball and a strike. All started Sebastian Morales reaching on an error in right field. Jaros fouls that one back to the screen, 1-2. One-two pitch, breaking ball. It's outside, and the count's even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Pitch is ripped into center field. It gets down for a base hit. Monahan being waved around third. He'll come in to score. Up to third goes Carter. RBI single for Ryan Jaros, and it's now 3-0 Cranford.
Now batting number 5 is shortstop Shane Brady.
Brings up Shea Grady with runners at the corners and 2 in for Cranford. Grady 2 for 2 today as well. As the runners take off, the ball goes into center field. Jaros on his way to third. He'll be in there. Third error of the game on Cranford, and they now lead it 4-0. So Carter scores, Jaros to third, and Cranford starting to pour things on here in this 4th inning, now leading by 4. Pitch on the inside corner, a called strike. That one off the hands and into center field for a base hit. Jaros in to score. 3 for 3 day for Shea Grady. He now has his first RBI, and Cranford leads this one by 5.
Now batting the left fielder number 14 is McCaffrey.
Ball goes to the backstop. Down to second base goes Grady, and things unraveling for North Hunterdon here in this 4th inning on the wild pitch. And 4 runs have come in to score for Cranford. Dennis McCaffrey, 1 for 2 today. Runner takes off. McCaffrey fouled it off at the plate, and it's 1-1. McCaffrey in the air to right field. Going back in foul territory, giving it a look and seeing it find the seats is Turner, and it's now 1-2. There goes the runner. 1-2 pitch outside. Throw down to third is not in time. So a stolen bag for Shea Grady, who now is at third. That's his 4th steal of the game. And a 2-2 count on McCaffrey. Seifert comes set. 2-2 on the ground to third. Sandfields throws across the diamond. It's in time, but Cranford does their damage. They score 4, and they'll lead 5-0 as we go to the 5th. Go to the 5th inning, 5-0 Cranford after a 4-run 4th inning. And here in the 5th, it'll be Turner, Hernandez, and Delia to bat for North Hunterdon. It's 6, 7, and 8 in their order. And the first pitch misses downstairs to Alex Turner, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out today. In the dirt once more, 2-1. Long wait in the dugout, even though he got in that bat for Ben Monahan. The count now moves to 3-1. That one chopped on the ground to short. Grady with time, and it's a low throw, but dug out there at first by Caracino, and there's one away. brings up Nick Hernandez. Hernandez reached on an error and then was thrown out trying to steal his last time up. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Down on strikes goes Hernandez, and there's 2 outs. Monahan has faced the minimum ever since that second inning. Caught stealing, made him face 3, and he retired North Hunterdon in order in the 3rd, and then double play made him face the minimum in the 4th. It'll be Max Delia here to bat with nobody on and 2 outs in the 5th. First pitch downstairs, 1-0. That one right back up the middle, through into center field for a base hit. First hit since the first inning for North Hunterdon, and it comes from their catcher, Delia. Brings up the 9-hole hitter in Jesse Lance. Lance 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Foul back, 1-1. Breaking ball froze Lance. Called strike. And the count's now 1-2. Monahan looking to work around a 2-out single here in this 5th inning. Kicks and fires. That one lined and into left field for a base hit. It's going to go all the way to the corner. Rounding third, heading down to second. It's a 2-out double, and the bottom of the order coming through for North Hunterdon. They're now in business with second and third. 2 outs. Nick Politi was the runner for Max Delia, so he's at third. Wyatt DeMeo at the dish, and look out, that runs in and gets him on the back leg, and the bases are loaded for North Hunterdon here in the 5th. So all of a sudden, Ben Monahan in some trouble here in this 5th inning. Chris Sand, who's hit 2 slow rollers back to the mound, digs in. He's 0 for 2. He's got the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 5th, with his team trailing by 5. Can he find a way as they'll try and pick the runner off second? And a good job there by Grady. Ball nearly went into center field. Dangerous play for Cranford, trying to catch Jesse Lance sleeping off of second base. First pitch to Sand is outside, 1-0. And now we'll have a meeting on the mound here for the Cougars, trying to settle down Monahan as the bases have been loaded for North Hunterdon here in the fifth. Politti's on third, Lance on second, DeMayo's on first. Chris Sand at the plate, and the count 1-0 in his favor. "5-0 Cranford. They put up a 4-spot in that last half inning. Can North Hunterdon respond with a couple of runs here in the fifth? Looks like Sand was taking all the way there on the 1-0. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Nobody throwing in the bullpen for Cranford. Monahan's jammed to get out of here in the fifth. 7 outs to play with here for North Hunterdon. And that one's hit foul, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-0 Cranford, but the Lions have loaded the bases here in the fifth inning. Monahan comes set. He'll deliver home. And that pitch is hit foul and out of play over the first base dugout. Defense straight away for Cranford. Once again, the 2-2. And once again, it's fouled off, this time straight back to the screen. Monahan looking to win the battle here against Chris Sand. Again, 2-2 pitch, and that ran inside and hit him. Bases loaded, hit by pitch, as the first run of the game for North Hunterdon.
Batting number 8, Tyler Anderson.
So now it brings the tying run to the plate, which is Tyler Anderson, who's had a good day so far. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. First pitch to him is hit in the air to right field. It'll be Carter who cuts over in the gap, and he puts it away for the final out. North Hunterdon gets a run on a bases loaded hit by pitch. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-1 Cranford.
Yeah. They hate when you elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling.
New pitcher on the mound here for North Hunterdon. It's Alex Turner, who takes over from right field. Nick Politi stays in the game, and he'll take over in right field for Turner. So Seifert's day is over. Get you his final line in just a moment. But it's Alex Turner who takes over in the meantime for North Hunterdon, who's back within 4 of Cranford, but they left the bases loaded in that top half of the 5th. It'll be Sean Riley who leads things off here in this 5th inning. Four innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, a walk and 2 strikeouts for Seifert as Turner's first pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Delia and Turner go out and have a word to get on the same page. Riley, Morales, and Carasino to bat for Cranford here in this 5th inning. And that first pitch is swung on and hit in the air, and that'll drop in right center field. Looked like DeMeo and Politi had a bit of a miscommunication. DeMeo looked like he had a beat on it, but Politi cut in front of him and let it drop. So it's a leadoff single for Sean Riley here in the 5th inning. Brings up Sebastian Morales. Walked in the 2nd, reached on a 2-base error in right in the 4th. First pitch to him, fastball out of the zone. He offers at it on 1. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt, and there'll be no throw down to second base. Riley in there standing up. Seventh stolen base today for this Cranford team, and now it looks like an equipment issue with Delia after he blocked that ball in the dirt. Perhaps he can get a new face mask. Whatever it is, it was quick. He's back out there. Pitch back to a fastball for a strike, and it's 1-2. Turner checks the runners, delivers to the plate on the 1-2, and it's fouled off the foot of Morales. Turner set again, 1-2 pitch. Out in front of it was Morales. Taps it, and it'll be fair ball. That's touched fair. Throw back behind the runner at second. Not in time. Not sure why Sand didn't try and let that one roll foul once he had no chance of reaching or getting the runner at first, but he tried to play it up that third baseline. It'll go as an infield single for Morales as Chapman comes on to run for him, and there's runners at first and second with nobody out here in this fifth inning. So Ryan Carasino goes down to have a word with Dennis McCaffrey as Delia comes out to talk with Turner. And all of a sudden, you look at Cranford, and they have first and second, nobody out here in the fifth in a 5-1 ball game. Now the center fielder, DeMeo, check that was the shortstop Anderson coming in to have a word. He was playing really deep. But everyone now going back to their respective spots on the field.
Let me say you right now before you give it up.
Carasino 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout to left. Riley at second. Chapman running for Morales at first. Carasino tries to bunts it up the third baseline, but that goes foul. So Cranford trying to play some small ball and move the runners over. Braden Fry on deck. Carasino again tries to square. Throw back behind the runner at first is not in time. Pitch was a called strike. So Carasino behind in the count 0-2. Unable to get the job done trying to bunt the runners over. Would imagine he'll be swinging away with 2 strikes. Turner comes set, and then he'll step off. There go the runners. Pitch in the dirt, and no throw from Delia to either bag. So a double steal for Cranford. Those runners do move up 90 feet without Carasino having to bunt. And now he'll try and drive into with 1 swing of a bat. Infield forced to come in for North Hunterdon. Turner delivers to the plate. And that's in there, called strike 3. Carasino frozen by the by the fastball, was looking for a breaking ball. And there's 1 out, and now the baton gets passed to Braden Fry. Fry 0 for 1. And actually, check that. It's going to be a pinch hitter for Cranford. It'll be Joseph Passione who will hit for Fry. So Passione grabs a bat and comes out swinging right back to the screen foul, 0-1. Fry, would imagine, is going to go back into this game at second base in the 6th. 0 for 1 with a flyout and a sac bunt. Infield up for North Hunterdon. Outfield at regular depth. Bit shallow in right is Politi. 0-1 downstairs, 1-1. Nobody holding on Chapman. He has a massive lead out there at second as Passione takes a called strike, and it's 1-2. Turner set, strikeout would be huge. Nice block there from Delia to keep that in front and prevent a run from scoring as the count's even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out, two on. Breaking ball, froze Passion, dropped in there, called strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for Cranford, and Turner now an out away from getting out of a second and third and no-out jam as Ben Monahan will dig in for Cranford, a chance to help his own cause. He's walked both times he's been at the plate here today. Carrasino and Passion go down looking here against Turner. And now Turner gets called into the dugout for North Hunterdon. Not sure what's going on here on the delay. So Turner into the dugout. We can look at him, see him right there. It looks like he's changing his shoes, so maybe he had metal spikes on and you're not allowed to have metal spikes on, or vice versa. He had turf shoes on and couldn't get a good grip with his turf shoes on the dirt mound, and he's putting metal spikes on to try and get a better grip. I mean, you have to say he's pitched well after giving up the back-to-back singles to lead off this fifth. Back-to-back strikeouts looking. Not sure if this was designated by our umpires or the Cranford coaching staff or Turner himself. So quick change of the shoes, and he's back out there on the mound. It'll be pitcher versus pitcher. Turner in his first inning of relief against Ben Monahan. Monahan with a chance to give himself some more breathing room. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it right back to the screen, 0-1. Downstairs, ball and a strike. Delia is going to be so big behind the plate, trying to keep the ball in front of him. With Riley at third and Chapman at second, who doesn't have as big a lead as he did when Passion was up when the infield was drawn in. Monahan showed bunt, pulled back, takes downstairs. Another pitch that's downstairs. It's 3-1 with Jake Carter on deck. Top of the order for Cranford looming. 4-run lead here in the fifth. Turner set. 3-1 to Monahan. It runs inside, and the Cranford pitcher has walked for the third time today, and it loads the bases here in the fifth. Brings up Jake Carter. RBI single last time up, 1 for 3 today. Can he come through with a big blow and give Cranford more breathing room? Bases loaded. First pitch to Carter. Upstairs, 1-0. Fastball right down Broadway for a called strike, 1-1. In the dirt, snap throw back behind the runner at first. Taking off for the plate is Chapman. He comes in to score. Down to third goes Chapman. What a heads-up play by Sean Riley over there at third base. And the snap throw back behind the runner. He never hesitated. He comes in to score. And it's now 6-1 Cranford. Chapman followed him down to third. It's a stolen bag of home for Sean Riley. And now runners at the corners here for Cranford with a 2-1 count on Jake Carter. Pitch fouled off. Now 2-2. So Cranford gets the run back. They see it into the top half of the fifth. Looking to add on. Back to a 5-run lead. Runner takes off. North Hunterdon will let Monahan take second base. So second and third, 2 outs. Turner set, 2-2 to Carter. Is popped up out of play back behind the screen. Once again, the pitch to Carter. It's hit on the ground and throw into left field for a base hit. 2 runs will come in to score as Monahan slides in safely. Throw gets away. Down to second goes Carter on the throw. It's a 2-run single for Jake Carter, and Cranford opens this game up. It's now 8-1. It'll bring up Ryan Jaros as Carter has himself a 2-run single, and he advances to second on the throw. Monahan and Chapman come in to score, and now in steps Ryan Jaros. Last time up, an RBI single for him. Another run out there with a 7-run lead as he hits that one in the air to center field and deep. DeMayo going back. He slips, and he can't make the play. The ball drops. Easily coming in to score is Carter. Jaros down to third with triple. DeMayo just slipped. I don't know if he was crossing his feet or what, but lost his footing out there in center field. It's a RBI triple for Ryan Jaros, and now all of a sudden for Cranford, they have the game's ending run at the plate. On a 10-run mercy rule, Shea Grady represents that 10th differential run. First pitch to him downstairs, and it's been a strong game from Shea Grady. 3 for 3. Last time up, an RBI single. Good swing back to the screen. A foul ball, 1-1. 9-1 Cranford. Bats have come alive in these last 2 innings for the Cougars. 4 in the 4th, and they've added 4 more here in the 5th. Looking for more. Jaros 90 feet away. Fastball that misses downstairs, and it's 2-1. And if Shea Grady will pop one out of here, he'll send everybody home on the 10-run mercy rule. Aren't 2 outs, though, but a 2-out rally here for Cranford as Grady hits that one Diving stop there by the first baseman. Flip over to first is in time. Nice play by Apollina over there at first, keeping that ball in the infield. But the damage is done. Off to the sixth. Cranford now in front by 8. It's a 9-1 lead.
Come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too. This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
To the sixth inning we go here in Cranford. It's now a 9-1 lead for the Cougars after they played 4 runs in each of the 4th and the 5th innings. Ben Monahan back out there going to work. Heart of this North Hunterdon lineup coming up. Famolari, Apollina, and Turner will bat. 1 for 2 is Famolari as he lines that one into left field. McCaffrey has to play it on a bounce, and he'll quickly get it in. But a first pitch leadoff single from Alex Famolari. Oh, Eddie Apollina was scheduled to hit, but a pinch hitter has just been announced. It's Dom Gallo who's hitting for Apollina. And Gallo takes a first pitch called strike. Apollina ends the day 0 for 2. Breaking ball that misses outside, 1-1. Big swing there by Gallo. Cuts through it, 0-2. Some arms getting loose for Cranford in the bullpen. Monahan trying to induce a ground ball here. 1-2 on Gallo. Gets that ground ball to short. Grady the throw over to second. On to first for a double play. Braden Fry did stay in the game at second base despite getting pinch hit for. Second double play ball that Cranford has turned here this afternoon. And quickly 2 outs in the 6th. 2 double play balls coming out of that 5-hole in the North Hunterdon lineup as Alex Turner, who's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs, will dig in. Takes first pitch upstairs, 1-0. Foul back over the screen, 1-1. Cranford holds North Hunterdon right here. They can win it and prevent this game from going to the 7th with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. They'll have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Unable to hang on to that one was Morales behind the dish. Now 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4, so unable to find the zone was Monahan to Turner. He's on with a 2-out walk. That'll bring up the left fielder, Nick Hernandez, 0 for 2, reached on an error and struck out. And actually, check that. Hernandez will not hit. It'll be another pinch hitter that North Hunterdon sends up to the plate. It'll be Shane Cooley who will hit. So Cooley pinch hitting, and out comes Dennis McCaffrey. Will he pull the plug here on Monahan? There is somebody warming in the Cranford bullpen, and it looks like the change might be being made. Monahan gets the ball taken from him, and he will go to the dugout. 2 outs here in the 6th, 9-run lead for Cranford, and they're going to the pen. Danny O'Lear takes over on the mound for Cranford. Replaces Ben Monahan. 5 2/3 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 walk. He did hit 2 batters and struck out 2. He leaves a runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, and Cranford has scored 9 runs in the last 2 innings to open up this game to a 9-1 lead. Cougars never trailed in this one, scored 1 in the 2nd, and then with 4 in the 4th. North Hunterdon responded with a run in the 5th, but then Cranford right back with 4 runs in that 5th inning. Shane Cooley, the pinch hitter for Nick Hernandez. Alex Turner's walk has him at first base. So O'Lear trying to perhaps nail down the potential final 4 outs of this one, pending how the bottom of the 6th goes. First pitch O'Lear throws is low and away, 1-0. Another one downstairs from O'Lear, 2-0. Morales thought about throwing behind the runner. Turner over there at first base on the called strike. 2-1. Another arm getting loose for Cranford. Anthony Letty beginning to throw as the count moves to 2-2. O'Lear looking to shut the door here in the 6th. 2-2 pitch is chopped to short. Grady will go the short way and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Go to the home half of the 6th. Cranford in command, 9-1.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today.
As this one is ripped into left field. a bat flip, and a homer for Tyler Beck.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field. Going over Fiore, he's back at the track, at the wall, it's gone! A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air. Deep right field. Get out of town. Michael, you laid it up. And Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air. Deep left field. That ball is high. It is far. It is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. At Miller's pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air. Deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning.
Defensive changes here in the bottom of the sixth for North Hunterdon. Cooley takes over in left. Gallo takes over at first as got another pinch hitter now here for Cranford. Eddie Toy will be hitting for Dennis McCaffrey. McCaffrey finishes 1 for 3 at the plate. Cranford, easy way to win it. Either score 2 runs here or get 3 outs in the 7th. Toy swings and misses on the first pitch. It's the same on the second pitch as well, 0-2. So it'll be Toy and then Riley and Morales scheduled to bat here in this 6th inning for Cranford. They've scored 4 in each of the last 2. Pitch misses away, 1-2. Turner wasn't helped out by his defense in that last half inning. Couple of plays that could have been made that weren't. Resulted in the 4 Cranford runs. Turner slips off the mound after that pitch, and the count's now full on Toy, 3-2. Another pinch hitter has come on deck, Brendan Berry. So he'll hit in replace of Sean Riley. "3-2 served into center field. That gets down for a base hit. So Toy is on with the leadoff single.
Batting for the Cougars, number 10, Brendan Berry.
O'Reilly finishes 1 for 3. 3 stolen bases on the day as Berry hits here in the 6th. Berry takes a big swing at that first pitch and grounds it foul. There's the strike, and it's 0-2. Breaking ball in there, called strike 3. Berry down looking, 1 away here in the 6th.
Batting for the Cougars, number 30, Everett Bauer.
Another pinch hitter for Cranford. Everett Bound will hit for Sebastian Morales. Morales 1 for 2. What was on base all 3 times he was up. And he swings at the first pitch and hits it on the ground to second. Could be 2, and it is. So Bound bounces in to a 4-6-3 double play to end the 6th. Cranford 3 outs away from victory as we go to the 7th. Cranford 3 outs away from victory, leading this one 9-1 against North Hunterdon here in the 7th inning. Danny O'Lear back out there trying to get the final 4 outs. He got the final out of the 6th inning, trying to do the same here in the 7th. Defense stays the same for Cranford despite their changes in the order. Another pinch hitter looks like coming up for North Hunterdon. A lot of pinch hitters here. This game seemingly in hand in the 7th inning. It'll be Brandon Suhler who will hit, and he fouls the first pitch off his foot. Oh, 1 missed upstairs, 1-1. Max Delia, originally in this spot as the catcher, 1 for 2. Fouled back to the screen, and it's now 1-2. O'Lear is set. Pitch missed inside. Called strike 3. Umpire, a little bit of a delayed reaction, but Suhler down on strikes. 1 out here in the 7th. Another pinch hitter for North Hunterdon, Jesse Lance, scheduled to hit, but instead it'll be Gavin Corconen. So both coaches emptying their benches here in this 6th and 7th innings with pinch hitters. Corconen ahead in the count now, 3-0. Top of the order, due up for North Hunterdon. This is the 9 hole where Jesse Lance went 1 for 2. That one popped up back behind the screen and out of play, and the count goes full, 3-2. O'Lear has battled back. 3-2 is cut on and missed. Strike three. Pair of strikeouts here in the 7th inning for Danny O'Lear. And in fact, another pinch hitter will come up for North Hunterdon down to their final out. It'll be Ben Linzer. Oh for 2 on the day was Wyatt DeMeo. Linzer, first pitch strike. That can pitch a strike as well. North Hunterdon down to their final strike here today. O'Lear set 0-2 on the ground and foul. 4 runs in the 4th, 4 more in the 5th. The difference for Cranford after they got on the board in the 2nd with a run. North Hunterdon down 5-0, made a run, got a run in the 4th and left the bases loaded. As that 0-2 pitch misses outside. Ben Monahan really good on the mound for Cranford here today. And always nice to get out-of-league victory. 1-2. Went with the breaking ball, and Linzer just got a piece. Keep this at-bat alive. One, two. Chopped to second base. Fry charges and can't make the play. Couldn't transfer the ball from his glove to his hand. And things continue for North Hunterdon here in the 7th. Will go as an error on the play. Another pinch hitter comes up as Chris Sand was scheduled to hit. Throw back behind the runner over there at first, not in time. Pitch downstairs, 1-1. It's number 5 who's up, but there's no 5 on the roster that we were given before the game for North Hunterdon. Might be Matt Strauss, who's on the roster but doesn't have a number. Counts 2-1. Nevertheless, North Hunterdon still down to their final out. And once again, down to their final strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. 7th inning, Cranford with an 8-run lead. Trying to go to 8-0 on the year. 2-2, missed up and in. The count's full, 3-2. Danny O'Lear trying to get this final out of the 7th. Came on to get the final out of the 6th. 2 quick outs here in the 7th before Linzer reached. He goes on the 3-2. It's outside ball 4. So North Hunterdon now has put 2 on here in the 7th. And Tyler Anderson will hit in his scheduled spot. So finally not a pinch hitter on either side. It's the shortstop Tyler Anderson, who's 1 for 2 today with a single and a walk. Cranford not holding the runners on as Anderson takes first pitch in there for a strike. Oh, one's outside, 1-1. Danny O'Lear having to work a little bit tougher as they try and throw back behind the runner at first. Playing behind him, trying to quick throw over there with Cranford to try and end this game to no avail. Anderson takes the called strike, and again, North Hunterdon for the third time today, down to their final strike. O'Lear will come set. 1-2. And it's inside, and it's 2-2. O'Lear, 2-2 home, is lined into left field. It's a base hit. North Hunterdon, 3 straight have reached since the first 2 went down in this inning, and they've loaded the bases here in the 7th inning. Nobody warming for Cranford in the bullpen. Nick Politi hits here in the designated hitter spot for Alex Famolari. First time Politi is up today, and O'Lear delivers him a first pitch strike. O'Lear's had no issue in the first and second pitch strikes over, as that one hit foul. And for the 4th time today, North Hunterdon down to their final strike. It's been an E4, a walk, and a single that has allowed 3 straight to reach after getting back-to-back strikeouts to begin this 7th inning. Can O'Lear shut the door here? 0-2 is hit into center field. Perfect jump, and there's the ball game as Jake Carter puts it away in center field. Politi hit it hard, but right at Carter, and Cranford wins 9-1 against North Hunterdon.
On Wednesday, return home Friday, take on the Union Catholic Vikings. Everyone have a great night.
1 run, 6 hits, and 3 errors for North Hunterdon. 9 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors for Cranford. They improve to 8-0 on the season, while North Hunterdon drops to 5-2. I'm Kevin Connolly. Thanks for tuning in to today's action. Once again, your final score, Cranford 9 and North Hunterdon 1.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it from Frazier.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKayaton, touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it, the championship.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it from Frazier.
Turn it to the end